What's up everybody? I'm Eric Hansen with Backpacking TV. Today on the channel, I'm going to be breaking down the brand new Baltoro 65-liter backpack from Gregory. This is the new version that's coming out in spring of 2022. Depending on when this video actually is being seen by you, this may already be out, or it may be hot new off the market, not yet ready to hit the shelves, but I'm getting an advanced copy of this backpack and I'm gonna be hitting the trails here in Sedona and actually weighing this fully out and seeing how this baby does to give you a full review. All right, let's get after it. Ready, bud? All right, Kovo and I are about to go out for a hike, so we gotta film this. We gotta fill this baby up. Kovo was very excited because I said the H word. And yeah, I'm gonna give this fully loaded backpack a go, hitting the trails here in Sedona. All right, let's load it up. Okay, so I've gotten a chance to get some walking in with this, get some miles in, and there's a few things that I really like right off the bat. I really like where this actually sits on me, and I like how easy it is to adjust this sternum strap. Sometimes backpacks have really difficult to adjust sternum straps. I also really like this sunglasses holder right here. Super easy, keeps my sunglasses safe. One thing I don't like, look how stinking long these are. That's just kind of awkward. So, I don't know what to do with these, but maybe I'll just tuck them in. I don't know. But anyway, gotta keep moving. Okay, so now I've gotten a few hours in the Baltoro. I've gotten some good miles in. I've got 35 pounds of weight in the backpack, so that's a pretty good load. It's not maxing it out, but that is a good load for backpacking. Kind of right around, for me, is a sweet spot. So I have some thoughts. So let's get a little more casual here. I'm gonna take the pack off and let's break it down. Oh, you just love hiking. You just love hiking so much. Oh, that's a good hug, buddy. That's a good hug. The Baltoro 65 offers plenty of room for a long weekend, and if you're gear savvy, enough space for an extra day or two. The Response A3 suspension with auto angle adjust A3 hip belts and shoulder harnesses rotate to your unique body geometry for a custom fit. 3D air hip belts and harness designed with Gregory's pre-curve technology and multi-density lifespan EVA foam construction to eliminate hot spots and relieve pressure in sensitive areas. Wishbone aluminum frame with anti-barreling cross stay provide structure for the Response A3 system and deliver weight to the Comfort Grip lumbar pad with removable lumbar tune pad to customize fit. Matrix breathable back panel with multi-layered, multi-density foam for the right balance of support, airflow, and cushioning. A full-body use-zip main opening on the front of the backpack for easy unloading when you get to camp. Custom-fitted rain cover included. Stows in a quick-access zippered pocket on the underside of the top lid. H2O-resistant weather shield hip belt pocket with YKK AquaGuard zipper for quick access to your phone or camera. Sunglass quick stow system on shoulder harness for quick, secure, and scratch-free access to your shades. Stretch mesh side stash pocket large enough for a second water bottle, trekking poles, sandals, snacks, and more. Dual front zippered organization pockets with heavy-duty stretch mesh stash pocket. Oh my gosh. With heavy-duty stretch mesh stash pocket. Zippered bottom sleeping bag compartment with removable divider, and 4 top pocket attachment points for solar or accessory attachments. The Gregory Baltoro weighs in at 4.84 pounds and retails for $299, although I did find multiple options for much closer to $200. So this is the brand new Gregory 65-liter backpack. This is actually going to be the updated version for spring of 2022. However, I do have some extensive use with a previous version of the Gregory Baltoro. Back in 2015, I used the 75-liter version of the Gregory Baltoro to spend 7 months trekking across South America. So I am well familiar with the Gregory Baltoro and some of what I really like and some of what I don't like, although some of it has been addressed and updated with this new version. Let's start breaking it down category by category. First, how comfortable is the Baltoro? Now, I have long loved the Gregory Baltoro design because it is a truly comfortable backpack. They have done a lot to just make sure that this whole system is very comfortable. There is a good bit more of airflow than the older version that I used to have, so it's a lot more comfortable on my back. I'm a lot less sweaty, it's a lot more breathable. But just this foam, I believe it's this mesh foam, I don't know the name of it, but that mesh foam is really nice, very comfortable on the shoulders. I have this weighed out at about 35 pounds, which is a pretty heavy backpack, but not crazy heavy. And I have been more than comfortable with it on my shoulders. I haven't been noticing hot spots or pain points, which is always nice. Now, of course, this is going to be a little bit of a premature review because I haven't used this version of the backpack for many days with hundreds of miles or anything like that. So take my assessment with a little bit of a grain of salt, knowing that there just needs to be more time on the trail with a backpack to give it a full review. But I think that I am so well versed with a lot of backpacks, including this one, that hopefully this should be valuable feedback. Okay, how stable is this backpack? I think that this is a really nice backpack for stability. I'd give it about a B to a B+. It's not the most stable backpack I've ever used, but it does do a nice job of sticking with me, and as I'm moving and maybe clambering up rocks and stuff like that, or tough parts of the trail, the backpack doesn't feel too sloshy on my back. And so things like that are really nice to be able to use. There is a little bit more give in it in a way that makes it just feel maybe like 10% sloshier than other backpacks that I've worn. But overall, I think it's, they've done such a good job with this whole yoke system and the hip belt that I really think it's a nice, stable backpack. Going back to breathability, I have had really good luck with this backpack with its breathable mesh. Now, it is a cool day out here today, so it might be different if it was 100 degrees here in Arizona. But I really like the way that they have changed up this whole back padding system over the previous old version of the Baltoro that I've seen. There is a lot more airflow coming through. Even everything on the hip belts, this back, which obviously has a massive amount of contact with your body, and now also through the shoulders. So this feels like a very breathable, nice, comfortable backpack that if you're like me, I tend to develop a good bit of back sweat, but I've noticed no issues with that so far in the back. When getting it fitted, I actually think that this backpack has been really nice. I like these systems. I've seen a very similar system. Oh, Cole was getting anxious. So I've seen a similar system to Mystery Ranch where it's got this big Velcro. And that's just a system that I like. It's just, I've seen positive results with the way Mystery Ranch does it and now Gregory. And it's just a little bit easier for me to get that pack dialed in. I was lucky. I actually had to do very few adjustments on this backpack to get it to fit me. So maybe I just have the torso that this backpack is built for. Kovu, you're embarrassing me once again. But also just getting the shoulder straps dialed in was very intuitive, which I really liked. And the way that you can adjust this hip belt also without doing a whole lot of finagling. That's like one of the easiest hip belt adjustments I've seen on any backpack. So I really think what they've done there is really nice. So all things considered, this is about as easy of a backpack as I've ever seen to get adjusted to me. And I think that as long as you're doing your measurements right and you buy the right backpack, there's a good chance that this backpack is going to fit you in whatever body type you have. Okay, design thoughtfulness. I really like I've always liked what Gregory has done here, and it continues to only improve. I think that they have made some updates here on the backpack that I really like. I really like these nice, clean side compartments that don't fit a lot, but they fit just enough. I even have my camp shoes in here, just a pair of sandals that are easy to get to. I like to be able to put things like toilet paper, my trowel, or something like that in these kind of separate compartments. I like this big mesh compartment that's perfect for like a rain jacket. Sunny weather here today, so I have a low likelihood of needing it, but it's nice to be able to have some sort of external storage spot for something like a rain jacket. I really like that. There is also a very large U-zip that will allow me to fully, or at least close to fully, open up this backpack, if I undo a few more buckles, which if I want to get it, stoves or sleeping bags or food that's stashed in the middle of my backpack, it's just a much nicer way to do it. Personally, I really prefer having these middle access points versus having a large tube that's only one way in, one way out for any of my gear. It just seems, I know added zippers and added buckles add weight, but to me, it's just so much more easy to use it on the trail, getting in and out of my backpack, having that kind of access points. Up on the top, I definitely like that companies have removable top lids, except I just never actually use them, so I don't feel like it's that big of a selling point. But I really like this top lid for just general usability. It's got a nice big U-zip that opens up, flays open a larger compartment here on the top with a much smaller one that's good for keys or headlamps or, you know, just smaller things that tend to get lost in these bigger top lid compartments. And then another thing, it's a small thing, but I really like it, is on this underside, there's just already an included rain fly. Now, a lot of backpacks don't even come included with a rain fly included, and it's just nice and thoughtful that not making the user buy an additional rain cover. I appreciate that. So good job for Gregory on including that. And also I just like all the cinch points that they've included. Having something up top here is just really nice. So I think that it's a really intuitive design. It's a little bit on the heavier end of a backpack. Having all these buckles and compression points and zippers does add weight. 4.84 pounds is not terrible. It's not super heavy, but it's definitely, for any ultralight people out there, that's a much heavier backpack than most of them are willing to carry. However, I think what it does is it really makes a much nicer usability. It carries heavy loads. Gregory says that they can carry about 50 pounds, up to about 50 pounds with a backpack like this, which is in general about as heavy as you'd want to go for a big backpacking trip. Here on the bottom, giving the sleeping bag compartment dedicated access point. To me, that's just a no-brainer. I really like having the ability to immediately get at my sleeping bag through a bottom sort of access point. Now, there is a curved zipper here. Curved zippers can tend to fail after, say, years of stress, but at the same time, it's not why I wouldn't buy a backpack over that. But it is something to note that curved zippers can be points of failure. One more thing on the design, it's got hip belt pockets. So I am just a big fan of having hip belt pockets. It's such an easy thing. So many backpacks have them. But I don't like using add-on or like kind of aftermarket pockets that you have to attach to a hip belt. So just having something simple for snacks or your phone or something like that is really nice to me. Overall, I think that Gregory Baltoro has done a wonderful job with this backpack. And at $300, this is a good valued backpack. Now I did note, I did some Googling and found multiple options. I don't know if it's just a current sale that's going on somewhere, but I found multiple options for either $200 or $225, which if you can find this backpack for that cheap, that's a pretty dang good price. But let's just go with the full retail price of $299. I still think that that's a really good value for a backpack. And last but not least, who is the Gregory Baltoro for? This backpack is a great all-around backpack. It's going to be really nice for any first-time backpackers. It's a really intuitive design. It's very comfortable. It can be used for anywhere from 2 to 4 day trips. And if you're really careful, you could, of course, use it on longer trips. Now, I would caution that I wouldn't really use this as like an expedition type bag, or if you are a really hardcore user or a serious backpacker who likes to carry lots of extra heavy things, then the Baltoro is going to start to get maxed out on its weight carrying capabilities and its ability to attach extra gear or carry extra heavy awkward gear. And so potentially if that's you, then there might be other models that would be better suited to your needs. But all things considered, the Gregory Baltoro is a really nice backpack for a huge amount of the backpacking market, which is beginners, intermediates, and people who really like to go backpacking frequently. and even some people who are doing long distance trails if you're savvy enough to really manage your gear well with this backpack. So thanks to Gregory for sending me this backpack. This is an advanced copy of this backpack. It is going to be coming out in a couple of months. Depending on when you're actually watching this video, it may not be on the market yet. But as always, if you need to look for a quality backpack from Gregory, check out gregory.com. And again, thanks to them for sending me thanks again for them to sending me the advanced copy. I'm starting to lose my ability to speak here, so I need to wrap this up. Thanks so much for watching. If you did enjoy the review here, give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you're subscribed here on Backpacking TV for more great gear reviews, backpacking tips, and hopefully some inspiring adventures. I'm Eric Hansen. I'll see you later.